today. The first thing God gave man was character, not power, not even dominion. And I love how we love dominion. You know, nothing wrong with that. Everybody wants dominion. But believe me, God did not give us dominion first. He gave us character. Secondly, character is the most important principle in all of life. Now, I'm making these statements emphatically, but it took me over 40 years to make these statements. Because I've seen so many things that we pursue, and they're not important. The most important principle in life is character. And thirdly, the most important possession of all leaders is character. That includes the parent, the pastor, and the politician, and the priest, even the pope. Without character, even the pope could fall. Nobody is exempt when it comes to character. And this we must get back to. It is the number one concern of God, is character. Let me take a step further. Let's talk about where character really began. The original purpose of God required character. What was God's original purpose for mankind? I'm going to give you a summary of God's purpose. Number one, the original purpose of God was to extend his invisible kingdom of heaven to the visible physical earth. Write that down. If someone were to ask you what was in God's mind when God created mankind, and why did God create this planet around these beautiful sun that we have and 9 planets? Why did God create the universe? What was on his mind? I would simply say that God's plan and purpose was to extend his original kingdom of heaven to earth. This is the God's motivation. That's God's purpose. How did God plan to do this? His plan was to administrate this kingdom on earth through the leadership of his own children. He called them mankind. So the purpose was to extend his kingdom. The plan was to use his own children. His plan was to administrate the kingdom of heaven on earth through his own children. So what was God's goal then? His strategy? His goal ultimately was to dominate the earth through the corporate kingship of mankind. And I use the term corporate kingship. Please write that down as a term you don't hear too often. But with God's perspective of leadership is very unique. God didn't want one leader leading people. God never created a follower. God wanted a corporate kingship. That means everyone that he created in his image are kings. That's why he's called the King of Kings, plural. All of us are rulers. So God's plan was to create a nation of kings, a royal kingship. Everyone a ruler. And so for God to do this, life was bequeathed to us. Values were bequeathed to us. Respect for authority were bequeathed to us. You, in this generation, you have responsibility to hand over a decent society to your children. Because your parents handed over a respectable society. How can you are supervising a society that has no respect for the elderly? You are supervising a society that has no respect for values. What kind of the next generation of parents are we going to have? The kind of training our parents give to us. We, this young generation of parents, we have failed in our society. We have failed. We have overpowered our children, and they have gotten rotten now. They believe in that time that a good name is better than riches. But unfortunately, new generation do not believe that riches is better than a good name. Where did you learn this from? Where did you get that spirit from? Where did you get this attitude from? That was not what your parents taught you. Why are you teaching your children? Now put money ahead of a good name. And it is because of this corruption has eaten our society. Everybody is looking for money, regardless of where you get it and how you get it. Where did you learn these things from? This generation of people 40 years to 75, you have failed your children. You have failed your grandchildren. And it is time you rise up, correct the mess behind you before you exit this world. Your parents and my parents at that time will ensure that you go to school. They will arrange to get an extra teacher. But there is no way my parent and your parent will find a way to buy a plastic paper and for me to study. There is no way my parents and your parents will ever do that. But how come you have been doing that? You go behind the scenes, you buy plastic papers for your children and they get an A+ and you celebrate them. You are teaching your children how to do evil and corrupt society. This generation is responsible for the mess we are in. So if today we say that the society is rotten, it means that the home is rotten. If we say
in case I'm having challenges. Oh yeah. You mute? Okay, good afternoon. It's good to be back on State of the Nation. Today is Friday. Yes, the end of the week. And I hope you had a wonderful time from Monday to now on State of the Nation. My name is Magdalene Saah, and I'm going to be here up to 5 o'clock. Of course, today we're going to be discussing business. So wherever you are catching us from any part of the world, listening or watching as well, I want to say welcome to State of the Nation. So EcoBank Liberia, Orange Liberia, both are our partners, and they are, oh my God. See what Orange has done again. So you see, for EcoBank, your as long as you sign up for the salary account, your employees, your people can take the people who working with you. Let me put it that way. They can take loan from EcoBank. Instant, 3 minutes. You listen to it. Just um 3% interest. 3% interest. You don't have to. It's instant. Instant. Yes, instant. So you see, Liberia is getting better. Liberia is Liberia getting better. Yeah. No, you know why the country will not burn. We'll keep holding on. We'll continue to be hopeful, optimistic, courageous, and fight for what is good. So Orange Money ATM has, or it was actually launched yesterday, and it's now open. Yes, it's now open. You can just reach at the headquarters on a bypass. If you want to get your ATM. You can deposit, you can also withdraw. So you can make all your Orange Money withdrawals and deposits from Orange Money ATM available 24/7. No, we're joking. Orange not joking here, my people. If Liberia must be on the rising, then All of these things are very essential. I mean, it's actually so simple. Orange Money got ATM. You can deposit, you can also withdraw. That's incredible. So thanks to Orange and to EcoBank for partnering with us for uh, keeping our wheels turning as well. And we remain grateful. So coming up on November 24th is the marathon, Liberia Marathon, coming up on the 24th of November. So we'll be having panelists on the show this afternoon. We are asking you to please tune in. Yes, less politics today. We talk business, right? So coming up on the 24th of October is the Association of Dream Builders International one-day conference. Association of Dream Builders International. So there's a female leadership conference, building confidence, developing leadership skills, and navigating the workplace. So I'm honored and to be the keynote speaker of this conference. And let's meet at the LIBA's office on the AB Tubber Road. Yes. So on the AB Tubber Road, LIBA's office, the Liberia Business Association office, they have the conference room right there. So we will all be there, and let's meet. So this conference is actually designed to inspire and equip female leaders. I see some of the men. I don't know what the people will put here now, but they say female conference. So I'm asking you to join us as we meet at the let's meet at the Liba's office on the 24th of October. I'm serving as a guest speaker, building confidence, developing leadership skills, and navigating the workplace. My people, three topics in one. But we ask God for wisdom to, share with our sisters, our colleagues, our fellow female leaders or generals. So it's going to be very awesome on the 24th of October. So the Soul Harvester Ministries Youth Department is having a youth conference. They got youth conference, youth revival. They have other activities, but I've been asked to serve as one of the speakers on the 22nd of October. The 22nd of October. That's why they're going to be having a youth conference. You know, when you hear about these activities, it's very, very important that yes, it's important. It's important that you attend. Don't say, oh, you know, that other one in I in America. No, go attend these programs, build network, make friends, and learn new things. And yes, prepare yourself for the next level. But you know, sometimes when opportunity come before you want to go start looking for um for dead people ID number. So all you have to do, the time is now, young people. When you hear when we announce trainings, not because we just want to announce it. No, when we are part of it, we want for you to be a part of it. We're not only here to, to do the normal radio things, but we are also in very interested in capacity building. You know, this platform has organized a lot of capacity building programs. Today, people are benefiting from it. So when people invite us, we go, because we want you to also form part. Today, the Youth Peace and Security Conference organized by the West Africa Youth Assembly at the having at Liba's office on the AB Tower Road. Today and tomorrow, I will be there speaking tomorrow on a particular topic. And other very important speakers were there today, and some others will be going there tomorrow. I'm due there tomorrow. So just that when we get this invitation, we don't just want to go alone. We want you to also join us. We want you to be a part of it. We want you to come. Yeah, so you see the Youth Peace and Security Conference ending tomorrow. Yes, ending tomorrow. I receive video. It's all awesome. I mean, the young people are there. So tomorrow is going to be ending, and I'm asking to join. And the Association of Dream Builders having a program to at that same area on the 24th of October. And I'm asking you, all females, go there. Don't say that no, all females, go there and be a part. If you have the time, pop in, go there. Take your left 500, go and register, sit and listen. It's better that you get something, that you get education, you get skills that will refine you, that will build you up, that will refresh you, instead of sitting down on a little bowl and you're not doing anything, but you say, and nothing happening. Things are actually happening because you don't want to move. You are only waiting for the big things, and you have to start from somewhere. You have to start from somewhere. You need to start volunteering somewhere. You need to start your time you're taking to waste on a little bowl, on a gossip bowl. When you go apply one hair, you apply it for 10 hours. You have to start thinking otherwise. Or else you see the government are working. The government, let leave them here. Because I believe what you can do for your country, at a certain point, you need to start to stand up and say, yes, I must do something. What can I do? What can I do to also contribute? Liberia has actually given so much to me. Yes, Liberia has given too much to me. Yes. At a certain point, you have to give back. Don't wait for the big things or the biggest things to happen for you before you say, oh, yes. Start from now. Attend these kind of programs, these trainings. When you say having the other one to Bolivar Palace, you go there. When the other one at Corridor, the other one to Liba office, you go there at MCC. They're having training for young people. Go there. Spend the money. Don't say 1,000 too plenty. Even when they say so many times I got in problem here, because when we say training, and I will be like, the money, the money too much. Mr. Stewart, Just Stewart, and Mr. Sally will be saying, Madam Lady, what you answer? So, and at the end of the day, we will have to put money in our own pockets to get things done. Because people Don't sometimes, now I want to say sometimes, people want free things all of the time. It's wrong. Too much free things. And the same thing that happening all that capital building now, you see people that be signing all kinds of documents because they're too much, dependency syndrome. People don't want to work, and they don't want to work to get certain things done. They don't want to do it. Oh my God, there's a serious problem with this nation, and we have to start from somewhere. We have to start from somewhere. What were you just going to be signing for money? 15,000. That's small money over there. You put all that money together. Know what you can do for this nation, for children who are dying, children who are sitting down in reverses. I received some other photos from Totota. That one will be next week. Maybe that one the lawmaker will come and speak to us here because it's so terrible. I will not talk about it now. We'll talk about it next week. Today, Friday. Yeah, today is Friday, and let's try to be very cool. So you see, when we talk about this thing, because we do not want it to be repeated. So the young people, you have to get outside your comfort zone. Get outside, attend this program. We can't announce it. When I'm because without drinking the cool water, that one won't announce the things here to you. Please make sure that you attend these kind of programs. We begging you. Yeah, we begging you. We'll play our essay. Yeah, my people. Hello? Okay. Okay, so Cheddar Boss, how you doing? Cheddar Construction Company of Africa, how you doing over there? Covenant Builders Campus here in Peaceville. So these are the services we provide. And you know, as a brand ambassador, when people started that thing, they say, Magdalene can be our brand ambassador. We get money to pay you. Frankly, they don't get money to pay me. They don't get money to pay me. Yeah, they really get money to pay me. I thought they say I want to come here to help. Because based on your, the works you've done. Yeah, so, and let's ensure that we remain, let's do the work. Let's do the work that we're supposed to do. Yeah, because if you say I'm going to be brain ambassador, I'll be checking on you. I can be talking about a service or services that you're not providing or you're not even doing it good. They promised me it was a big program. They have my picture all on their wall. I said, who will tell you? So I agree. I said, okay, I will be your brand ambassador, but you gotta do the people work. Because before the people say, oh, you see that you get sharp much, if you tell you or say you can, and subscribe to our, or to sign up for to order of our stuff or do our work for us, and at the end of the day, they even know that work. I want them. I still got a video. Thanks for Josie. I even know that Josie work. I want them. I say, my people, you be careful. They say, okay. So the baby brand ambassador. So these are the services we offer at Cheddar Construction Company. Project supervision or monitoring, building construction, roofing of all kinds. We do plumbing. residential and industrial, biodigester septic tank, electrical wiring, POPCD and window design, solar panel installation, and tile laying. Guess what? It's 100% reliable, affordable, and guaranteed. Okay. Yes, and guaranteed. So, and we have 25% discount. So all you have to do is to rush now, or you can get us on Facebook, Cheddar Construction Company of Africa. I'm the brand ambassador. When you're not, you're sending that so I can be drinking cool water. And you say, will not be baking. Yeah, you will not be baking, you will be baking all around. So the numbers to call is 0880 4561. I repeat, 0880 984561 or 0776 6454 730. You see, so um, we are actually contributing to the development of Liberia. Yes. So please put all these people on. Please put them on. Yeah, please put them on. So once more, I want to say good afternoon. It's good to be back here again on Friday. Yes, today is the business show, and we can wait to get started. And thanks to all of our panelists, thanks to management, and thanks to our technicians. This show have been running. This segment has been running for close to 2 years now, and like we need to have anniversary and invite all the folks from abroad. Oh, I see Felix. Okay, and invite all those folks from abroad, and ones are abroad and ones are here, and everybody, so we can have a very big symposium. We were planning that the last time the other man came from the US, and he was, we planning everything with their flight. We should have had a program at the Bella Casa Hotel. It was a very, but at the end of the day, the meetings were so jammy and we couldn't do it. He said, Magdalene, I'm so sorry, we can't do this. Because if we're going to come to the public, that's a show, oh my God, you are going to benefit. That's what we were doing undercover, but I didn't want to tell you guys. Because we cannot just be having a show in studio, be talking about business, but we want you to, feel. So that's what we're planning. But his schedule, when he came back to Liberia, he went by, he said, Magdalene, we have to plan it and make it so big. So even Felix, who's in the US right now, they will all come. They will come down. We'll say for them. We'll buy their plane ticket. That who I see coming over there, so. Yeah, my people. That who I see, that Jackson Josh over there. Let me, hello. Yeah, hello.
Why you got a problem with me?
My people. I want it. Okay. Huh? My people. You know what? I will. Okay, let me try again. No. Okay, let me try again. Okay, yes, we go. Okay. Can we test our microphones? Honorable Jackson, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, my dear. How are you?
I'm fine. It's been a long time. You escaped from the show and you just appear again. You disappear, you appear.
It looks like the only time I can get on this show when I'm in the US.
Okay, but then stay in the US now. Stay there, don't come. Anyway, welcome. Mr. Lawrence, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, Madeline. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for bringing him on. You the one brought him on because I can't believe he came on his own.
Mm.
He, let me just tell you, he abandoned the platform, and we've been begging him to come because of his expertise. Anyway, we want to use this time to say congratulations, Executive Director, JMB Foundation. I mean, he's heading the President's Foundation.
Thank you. Thank you.
That big mail that the president earned him.
Well, I claim that. Thank you for the
But
opportunity.
I mean, several functions. I saw you at the president. I mean, you're in the president's convoy. Man, that claim me. I know now. I know what else
Well,
for himself to do.
the foundation doesn't get into the convo.
You want me to talk?
Well, I'm honest with you. The foundation, we don't get into the president convoy.
Okay, the foundation doesn't get it, but you can get it.
We stay separate from government. So we are an NGO, and we function as such.
No, don't talk about the foundation here. The day you're ready for to talk about the foundation, you as the executive director, you will come. Today that business, you can't forget about that one. Today that business show, I didn't trying to poke. All right, so we have I think you can see a female on the other side. I know you all wanting to know who is she. She's a mistress.
Well, Jessica, you got two guys on the show now, so you got to say she's a mistress.
You know, the problem there is that I mean, I sit here and all of you, so men, even I beg the women to come on. It's very difficult. It's seldom. They hardly come. So I want to be bringing females. So when I'm here, at least somebody will be there to protect me. But anyway, it's good to have you on. And she's let me give her time to introduce herself, and I will go to you, and we'll have a wonderful time together.
Okay. Yeah. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I am Shagley P. Williams. Like she said, Mrs. Shagley P. Williams.
Just come a little bit closer.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm the business and accounts manager for Wookie's Farm. Precisely.
Okay. All right. So you said business and what?
Business and accounts manager.
Okay, business and account manager.
She's the one who keep the money.
Are you the one managing the whole farm?
No, we have a general manager.
Are you getting her?
I'm in charge of the business and the accounts aspect, like money. Business transactions and everything.
Yeah, the money. Just say, make it simple. You're the one who control the money.
Yeah, you got it right. I'm the money person.
Okay, all right. So it's good to have you on. And I don't know whether you guys know about Wookie's Farms.
No,
Mr. Jackson George is a very good place.
First time hearing about it.
Okay.
I know about Wookie's Farm.
I think you've heard about Bernard Ure Farm before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay. So she's the manager of that place.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So let me give you time. I won't give the man time. I'm still angry with them other man. But let me give you some time, Mr. Lawrence, to introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Felix Lawrence, and I'm the founder and CEO of Signal Technologies.
Okay, Honorable Jackson George, my respect, sir.
My name is Jackson George. I am a founder of this State of the Union, or State of the Nation, one of the panelists. But also, I'm associated with Signal Technology. I'm the VP for marketing, sales and marketing.
Okay, so let me begin with Mr. Lawrence. I'll come to Madam Diamond. Yeah, Madam Diamond. That other name you call it too.
The timer is good. The timer is good.
All right. So, Mr. Lawrence, what's new? What's new about Signal Technologies?
Well, We have a few things, and one of which we want to talk about today is something that is kind of have gained traction and attention in the country. Just a little bit about Signal Technologies. Signal Technologies at the forefront of Liberia digital revolution. Okay, we are driving connectivity in some of the most underserved region of the country. Okay, with our mission to bridge the digital divide, we do that by leveraging satellite technology. Okay, our innovative approach doesn't just provide internet; it opens doors to education, healthcare, and economic empowerment. Signal technology is we're on a mission to redefine what is possible in a connected Liberia. We believe in using technology not to only connect people but to also transform lives, creating opportunities for everyone to participate in the global digital economy that we have right now.
Okay, so I come back to the question: what's new? What is new? Because I remember we interviewed you the last time. You're passionate about students accessing internet. Being a support to the GSM companies here, not in like in competition, but
Mhm.
to buttress their efforts. Yeah.
Mhm.
So what's new this time?
We are continuing to do what we're doing as far as complementing the GSM, like you just so put it. The GSM does a incredible fine job in Liberia, in connecting Liberian, getting resources to Liberian. However, we do have a certain part of the country that still lacks access to resources, online resources, and that's where we come in. We have been doing this through one of our programs we have. It's called the SchoolNet programs. Right now, we have roughly 10 schools now. The last time I spoke to you, I think we had like 5. And we have added about 10 schools. When this new semester starts, we'll be looking at anywhere before we had about roughly 5,000. We'll be looking at about 20, maybe 20 to 25,000 students using our system. Once,
25,000.
yes, yes. We got a big boost. The reason we got a big boost is we just deployed on UL Fender campus. UL Fender campus alone has almost anywhere from 10 to 15,000 students alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So meaning you are actually making progress.
Yes, we are, and one of the things that we hope to discuss today, which is like I say, it's a topic in the country that have gained a significant attention and at the highest level and in the country as a whole, is the deal with satellite technology and satellite internet in one of the most progressive and aggressive satellite providers that just enter our market, and we hope we can share some light on what we can accomplish using leveraging whatever the services that they're going to bring to the country.
Okay, so since we are with you, just provide the information regarding how I don't know, but give us some information that yes, before I can go to Tamo.
Okay, so has everybody who have pretty much on social media in the country, in the media, and everybody have heard about Starlink, the company that is founded by the richest man in the world, Elon Musk. Starlink has just got a provisional license last week. I apologize. But a lot of stuff around Starlink is still new. And they're still putting a lot of things together. Starlink is a titan. It's a very big company. It doesn't move as fast or swiftly as we would like. So It is coming. It is going to be, it's a lot of changes that's going to happen because they're going to enter the market. And I'm saying it based on what have happened in other markets. There have been price wars, literally fighting for share of the market. So all that does is it provides it improves service for the end user. The end user end up winning in the situation. So if you have two people who are, vying for prices and they're bringing the price down to outdo each other, the only people who's benefiting from that is the end user, is the Liberian people. So we welcome that. And yes, so we'll talk a little bit about it, but that's the main topic we came to talk to you guys about today.
Okay, so before I go back to Mr. Jackson, let me welcome Mr. Reverend Segu Trokon Salif, our head panelist. He's been holding on while the other people have been so busy. We respect their schedules, and we understand that they have been so busy. And thank God that Honorable George is back, and I hope that he keeps coming on, because the people need to drink from the cup of knowledge. So welcome, Mr. Reverend Salif. How you doing, Chief?
I'm doing good, Madeline, and
I
thank
let
you.
the African show. They are
That's why
African
you.
show. It looks
That's
like,
why you said we should be wearing African. I'm still waiting for my wardrobe allowance. I don't know. Where did
we're
you?
trying to work on it. So let me bring on Mrs. Williams. Yes, and commonly called Diamond. So she works at Woki Farm. The last time we had some I mean the best I'm sorry, the market, the head of marketing. Yeah, and unfortunately we had you guys slip off. So we got Diamond here today. How you doing, ma'am? It's good to have you on again.
I'm doing great, and I'm grateful for being here also.
Okay, so which one this? Okay, so tell us about the your services you provide at Woki Farms.
Well, I like to regard Wookie's Farm as an epitome of adventure. That's how I love to call it, because at Wookie Farm, normally when people say mixed breed, it means it comprises not of one thing. It's like two, three things joined together to make one. So it's an episode of adventure. We have a lot of activities that can be done at Wookie's Farm to help to ease your stress, live pleasantly, and live lively. Wookie's Farm is almost like an ecotourism base where we breed animals, a few different species. We have one of the biggest pools in Liberia, and we have horseback riding available there. We have our AVR ride, and also we have beautiful chalets for relaxation. And our place, I can tell you that is of so much luxury and class. But what I can tell you is it offers simplicity and nature. At Wookie Farms, you can have a very quiet time away from all the bases, city noise. We are located in Carisburg, so it's almost like the outskirts of town, though it's still in Montserrado. But it's somewhere where you can find your inner peace. It's like a place that you visit. The customer service there is excellent. So when you are visiting, you are like knocking like 3, 4 nails on the head, because we don't only have a guest house. We have a relaxation joint like the bar, the restaurant, the pool, and will soon be opening one of our biggest facility, which happens to be the golf course, and it's gonna be the biggest in Liberia. It's 18 holes. It will be opening in 1 to 2 months time, and also there we have our clubhouse. We have our slots machine, and we have horses there to ride. Normally horses aren't something that is common in Liberia. So at Wookie's Farm, you have yourself riding a house. We have the AVR there that you can ride. Also, we have good food. We have drinks of all kinds, and we have different species of animals. When it comes to the tourism department, we offer
Yeah, go on.
we
Getting you.
offer tourism not only for visitors but mostly for people in the school sectors, for schools, high schools, colleges that are looking for places to take their students. Wookie Farms is the best place because we have different breed of animals. We have the camels, the ostriches, we have geese, ducks, quails, cows, pigs, rabbits, goats. You just name it, and we have them in abundance. So you find out that when you have your students visiting at Wookie's farm, they don't just see these animals, but they have people to educate them on how they reproduce, how they are fed, and everything that is basically to know about these animals, they are being educated on them. And when you also pay Wookiee Farm a visit, actually you can have a fun weekend with your family because they will not just only be visiting to take a swim. The place is cool for relaxation. We have over 30 to 40 chalet rooms that is available for workshops, people that are having sleepover workshops, that are having mid-year review, and you're looking for that place to go at. Wookie Farm is the best. I know we've been out of the slope for some while, but we are gradually bringing it back on and getting everything in place. And it's a Liberian-owned business.
Okay, yes. So Liberian business. So tell us, you got foreigners working there. I mean, not try to be that kind of, yeah, but tell us the kind of people you have there, whether you have like 100% Liberians or 75%.
Well, at Wookie Farms, we have like over 107 workers. And of that 107 workers, we have less than 6 foreigners.
Okay.
So majority of the workers, so let's just say it's at a basis of like 97 to 98% are fully Liberian.
Okay, so today is actually a very great Friday. Yeah, so if you get any feedback from outside, my people, you're sorry, but we're trying to work on it. So I'm seeing Mr. Tom Tama. Mr. Tom Tama just joined, and yeah, he just joined. Yeah, it's okay. So Chief, how you doing? Just say a word, and so I can go to Mr. Jackson Josh.
Hey, I want to say thank you for welcoming me back to your cast. So it's an opportunity
Are you
for us to
coming?
always share these ideas with the listening audience. So I'm really happy to be back. I know I'm coming in a little bit late, but I'm happy to be back on your show.
Okay, all right. So Mr. Jackson Josh, I understand that you are I think vice president for sales. I seem to be corrected at Signal Technology.
Sure. Vice president for
Hello.
sales and marketing. But
Okay.
let me first say, Tom and Mr. Salif, thank you for being on the show. And Diamond, good to see you. Thank you for telling us what you have on the farm. Hopefully, when we come back to Liberia, we visit. One of the things I want to say, you see Mr. Felix Lawrence up there. It's a young Liberian. I gave him a hat. He's moved Signal from one point to the point where he's growing the company at a very rapid stage. Signal, for many people who say, Liberians can do something, we're not in the spaces that we need to be in. This is an opportunity for Liberians to give us an opportunity to serve them. Signal is a company uh, that is Liberian owned, Liberian operated. We've our marketing strategy have been to go into areas where the least served areas, and we found the technology that we're able to go into the villages. We can put internet into Wologizi, and people will be served. We can go into areas where others could not go. And when we say we are not in competition with any other provider, we are not. We are here to supplement these different providers and to make sure that Liberians anywhere wanting a service will have service. And that has been our marketing strategy. and it is working. And so we are open to Liberians to give us a chance to make this work. For once, you have a group of Liberians who've come together to get into a space that normally you wouldn't see Liberian venturing in because of the costs, because of the technology, because of what it takes to get to the next level. So you see big hitters into those markets. And so we're asking the Liberian at large to give us an opportunity into this market to see what we can do. We are 99.9% Liberian owned, Liberian operated. And so that's what we are looking for. We want to make sure that every Liberian will have access to the internet.
Okay, yes, have access to the internet. That's awesome. So let me go to Remisegu. Do you have questions for um, Madam Daimo or the Signal people, the Signal technology? And Mr. Tomtama, I want to say welcome. And yeah, welcome. You listen. If you have questions too, you can also ask them and give them some pieces of advice with regards to our previous discussion last week. Sorry, you weren't on, but we were talking about customers, relations and retentions. So yeah, very salif.
Thank you, Madeline. First and foremost, I don't know where you found Jackson George. The man just went out of circulation. And my only question to you will be, I hope you're charging Jackson, Josh, and Felix, because I don't know where you found it. I don't know where they popped out of, but I think they came here for free marketing, and we're giving them free marketing, so we got to charge them. So,
Oh yeah, you know why? They will soon be like sponsoring this platform. We are
okay,
working behind closed doors. Let me just
okay.
talk it right now, Chief. I already see the proposal. I beg you, Honorable Jassy, just look at it. I beg you.
Hey,
The
Mr.
thing why I
Josh.
wanted to talk like, hey, I feel talking. I'm rapping here, so we're taking it easy with here. So
Mr. Josh, good to see you again. Where you been hiding, brother?
Right there in Liberia. The problem is, right there in Liberia, Finna has never called me to come on the show just because I was in Liberia. Every time I come back to the States, that's when she invite me to the program.
Madeline, that is becoming like a track record. You know, I came to Liberia. Madeline saw me only one time, never invited me for lunch, never took me anywhere. I
sorry,
mean,
that's not bad.
I
I'm
stayed there
very
10
happy for
days. I saw
something.
her
Yes,
for
sir.
just 5 minutes, and that was the end of it. So I think that's a bad track record.
Correct.
Anyway, let's go back to business. I think I got one question for Diamond from Wookie's Farm. You know, I've been studying on when it comes to especially agriculture activities in Liberia, especially when it comes to farms. I've been on Wookie farms. I was there when it was small scale at the time. I think it was 2008. I came there to look at the portrait they were having at the time. I talked to Benona Uri's wife. I asked her some questions when we met at church sometime. I know one major problem there has been feeds. How are you people producing feeds? Are you importing? Because I mean, the researchers have been conducting. I know it's a lot of hassle in that area. And how can we, partner with you? Because I know I have some lead weights when it comes to feed. There are other people that are interested in doing that. So when it comes to feed for your livestock, especially poultry feeds, how are you guys getting your feeds? Are you self-producing or are you importing? You're muted. Dama, you are muted. You are muted, Dama. You have to unmute. No. Your computer, not your headset. You are muted.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you getting me now?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, when it comes to the feeding of the animals, we basically import or purchase our feeds, not 100% of it, because right now that's one of the foreigners that work there. We have a foreigner that is in control of the animals feed. It's something that is one of the most costly side of running the farm.
Mm-hmm.
It costs a lot. I can't say much about how the feed it's been mixed or whatever. But what I can tell you is we purchase the feed, and he does the mixture to be able to feed the animals.
Yeah, because this year I was in Atlanta for the PPE, that is the International Production and Processing Expo, and it brings countries from all around the world. I mean, just name any country, they come there, they display their products, their machineries, and so many things. And I was interested in feeds. I met this guy from this company in Florida. They've been planning to come to Liberia during the WIA administration. There were some bottlenecks they experienced, and they expressed interest in, coming to
Okay.
Liberia. And we've been talking. And I mean, they got all the fees. They want to ship them there and, do all of that, create a market. But we have to come and do some assessment to see what kind of market exists there for the fees, how many farms are there, and what is the purchasing powers of those farms and all of that. I
Okay.
know, as I've been researching, I know there's another farm somewhere. I don't remember the location, but they are being supported by the German and the Swedish government. They run poultry. They started slow, but they're doing very great. And they've really been helping in that regard. So yeah, I've been up on this research because I'm very much interested in anything, the farm
So
situation.
I will link the both of you. I will link the both of you, and then you
To
get
get
all
some
the
of those
information.
questions. Yeah, you promised that
Yes,
the
you get
last
all
time you had.
the information that you need to get about working farms, because
Okay, so you promised
that's
that the last
important.
time you had the other marketing director, you did not send the contact. So let me ask my Felix and Jackson George. I mean, I heard about the internet, the internet aspect, and it's kind of surprising to me because I know during Ellen's second term, and I would never forget that broadcast because in the budget, and they had in the budget for optic fiber cables to come in, and Edwin Snow was the biggest proponent of that. People were saying, "Hey, we don't have roads, we don't have this," and he was defending why we needed the optic fiber cable and some of the examples that doctors could be in the operating room and they can connect with other doctors. And there was so much money in that budget for optic fiber cable, and I'm surprised at this time we're still having problems with this thing. But when it comes to what you guys are doing, I want to applaud you. You are doing great. My only concern is buy from what's his name? It just slipped out of my mind. That came with the DSTV. Customer satisfaction. He came with DSTV. The service has been poor. People complain about those things. So, what are you guys working on in terms of? Because the reason I'm concerned about this is Liberia is not a competitive market. So people come in with product, but they not move to really offer qualitative service because I mean it's not going to hurt them because there's no other person doing it. So whatever thing they offer, people still have to go for it. Compared to a competitive market where people you have to be top notch, you have to develop that competitive edge. So what are you guys doing in terms of quality service delivery? Thank you.
Okay.
Jackson, you want to speak to that?
I'll let you go first.
Okay, thanks a lot, Mr. Sirleaf. At Signal, we try to make a difference. Okay, a lot of what we do are in alignment with broader goals. For example, what we do with our SchoolNet program and trying to connect as many schools as we can is in alignment with the UN Sustainable Development goals. Also, UN Sustainable Development goals as far as quality education, as far as innovation and infrastructure. So we make sure whatever service we're doing, we work directly with the provider, the source, pretty much. We have collaboration and partnerships with uh, global companies. Okay, and I just spoke of one, which is Starlink. There are levels of support in most services that these companies provide. We tend to get the best for Liberia. we have with our customer what is considered a service level agreement. And the service level agreement say if you have a problem, we would do it. We have to fix that problem in 24 hours. Okay, and that's for that's across the board. So we don't carry problems and so we have a policy where our service level agreement commit us to solving issues with our customers as quick as possible. If we can do it right away or the same day, we keep the customer engaged and updated. Yes.
And Mr. Salih, one of the things that we also put in place, we Liberians, again, we Liberian running a company of this nature. So we have to do 150 to get 100%, and so we put a lot into that. Like I say, the young man up there, Mr. Lawrence, is the brain behind this. He worked 24 hours, 7 days a week. I don't know how he does it, but this young man works. And the idea is for us to be a premier Liberian company. We are Liberians. We are going to be home, and we want our people to benefit and to get the best. And so we are not there for the profit, but we are there to make sure that every Liberian will bring the internet cost down to the point that every Liberian will have access to the internet. That's our goal.
Okay. So let me bring in Mr. Tontama. Mr. Tontama, welcome once again. It's an honor to have you on the panel this afternoon.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. And I've been following the conversation here, and I'm really, really impressed. And it's a laudable, effort on the part of Cigna to get into a market that is predominantly dominated by non-Liberians. I know it's quite a challenge. Starting to market digital services in an environment that our population is not really, really big. So it's a tight market. So I want to, express a lot of gratitude to them for even initiating this process. My question to you though is, what's your strategy? I mean, in terms of cost. One of the things I know about Liberians, and over the time we've been hearing Liberians like, hey, we are used to getting free data. We used to doing this. And I know once the big players know that there are new entrants in the market, they try to strangulate you maybe by some price manipulation or price strategy. What's actually your strategy in terms of addressing cost so that you can gain some fortunes and be able to sustain yourself?
So we've been around since 2021. We got registered in 2021. We got our license from LTA in 2022, and then we went into full operation. So we've been around as far as operation wise for about 2 years or so. And what you're talking about, yes, is something that we're aware of. Again, like I just mentioned earlier, where a lot of what we do is aligned with broader initiatives. Okay, prior to the current administration, we had the PROPO agenda, which had an agenda of providing enhanced access to education and improved infrastructure. It was part of the PROPO agenda. Also, the Vision 2030, which is the Liberian Vision 2030, that is aimed to transform Liberia into a middle-income country. And now we have, with this current administration, we were talking about a digitization of Liberia. So we don't target Monrovia. We target outside of Monrovia. Right now, I think it's over 15 internet service provider in Monrovia, but only maybe 3 of them, not counting the telcos, which is the Lone Star and MTN and Orange. Whereas it's about only 3 of us that is out there. And the good thing about it, 2 of the companies, one of them is ours, and the other one is another Liberian. We have customers in all 15 counties. Okay, in the 2 years, we have about, like I just mentioned earlier, as part of our use case, our SchoolNet program, we actually connect students for $2.50 a month for unlimited internet. Okay, so schools that become part of our program, the students get access to unlimited internet for $2.50. And eventually we plan to extend that to other community-based service as well. So we've been able to do that, and we've been able to fulfill a niche market, and that's how we kind of stay ahead.
Okay. All right. So, that's a question, Mr. Tom.
Tom,
Yeah.
Tom, one of the things I wanted
Jackson
to
wants to,
add, because technology is improving, and again, because we're Liberian, we push our partners to improve our area. Most of the time, they will say Liberia is a small country, the market is small, but we push them to give us the best that they would give to any other country. And so that's one of the benefits of Signa. We push our partners, we tell them, we give them the information they need to do better for Liberia.
Okay.
What do you actually foresee as challenges? You've been around for 2 years now. What have some of the challenges you've confronted, and what do you perceive maybe in the next 5 years? Because our goal is to see Liberians thrive. We've seen too many Liberian businesses that start up and they're around for a year or two and then they disappear. So, I mean, how for some of us who are in the business environment, you know, what assurance can you give that you have strategies to kind of keep in this business and compete effectively for the next 5 years?
Okay. Well, so I like to draw a few examples. Okay, Liberia internet penetration rate, which is the rate that the internet, as far as how many people have access to the internet, is around 25, 30%. Okay, we have over 60% of the population that have no access to internet, right? 43% of Liberian students, according to the UNESCO, don't have access to internet. Mr. Salif spoke earlier about the fiber. Yes, the fiber is in Liberia. The ACE fiber was brought in. C Square actually was contract to run the fiber in and around Liberia. So right now there's fiber running around, ring around Monrovia, and also goes up to Ganta, the Ganta Highway, Kakata Highway, all the way up, and then also Buchanan Highway. But what I just left out was the Southeastern. Now, if you look at the fiber map, it completely don't even address the Southeastern. We have about 1.5, almost 2 million people in the Southeastern, and those people are pretty much left on their own as far as fiber wise. So that's some of the gap that we aim to achieve, and providing service to like Mr. George just said, underserved people. Yes.
And Tom, one of the other thing that we also do, we have to listen to the market. Grand opening, grand closing, you're right. But if we don't listen to the market and what the market needs, then we'll be outside of that. We'll close soon. So we are paying attention to the needs of the Liberian people in terms of technology, internet. And so, like you talk about the whole southeastern region, that's a region that is underserved. And our goal is to meet the underserved population and to reduce the cost of internet to the point that every Liberian will have access to the internet.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I don't know. Very second, you got a question? Because I want to go to Diamond. Because they have some discounts on the weekend. I don't know if you got any questions.
Let's go to. We can go to Diamond.
Yes. Working Farms.
Yes.
I did a jingle for the farm the last time I was there. Spent almost three hours on the farm.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh yeah, but tell us about the discount, what you have for the weekend. Today is Friday.
Yes, today is Friday, and the Friday is Friday. Through the weekends, Wookie Farm offers 20% discount on all of our services, be it the lodging, be it the swimming, be it the horseback riding, the aviary, the restaurant with the food, the drinks, the golf course, and everything is 20% discount.
Okay.
And also,
do you guys
I would like to leave.
Do you guys have a hotel for animals? Like if I was traveling out of town to leave my dog, and do you guys do that?
You can put that on your
Oh man.
No, sir.
Josh is gonna bring his American thing in Liberia because they have these dog daycare. They got animal
No,
Uh,
daycare.
we
yeah,
hope
yeah.
we hope to work on that in the future.
Because I got dogs, when I traveling, I want to leave my dog somewhere. And
But you got a lot of dogs.
Yeah, so the 20% is something that I run through the weekend.
okay.
And I would like to shine a little light on, because there are some things that probably I didn't touch. I will say to the general public, make Wookie Farms your place of relaxation. For those in search of place to have a workshop, conferences, repasts, receptions, you don't need to look anymore, because Wookie Farms, we have variety of halls that takes. We have halls that take 50 persons, 300 persons, up to 500 persons.
Wow.
So we,
200?
yeah, we
Okay.
have that. We have, and mostly for we the youngsters coming in, especially those wanting to walk down the aisle, they mostly like these outdoors wedding, and we have the perfect green field for that also.
Okay.
So at Wookie Farms, we like turn everything to reality, and we have one of the most unique catering services you can find in Liberia. Yes, and I mean that. So to all the panelists listening, I will also encourage you, for some of you out of the country just listening, you can make Wookie Farm your place of relaxation. And trust me, you wouldn't regret it. You will always want to visit, because our customer service is top notch.
I like that. Top notch.
Diamond,
Yes,
Diamond,
it's
how
top
are
notch.
you? I know you are advertising locally. How are you advertising internationally? Because one of the things I've learned, we have embassies around the world, and sometimes also those embassies give us visas. If you had your brochure, and sometimes people need to know that these things exist at the airport. We've come to Liberia and we don't even know that we have all of these things. So we just in Monrovia, we don't go around to see all of these things. So how are you advertising the business? Where in Monrovia can you find your advertisement? I mean, where can people at the airport? We don't see no advertisement at the airport when we come. Nothing to show who got what tourism is in the country. We don't see those things at the airport.
Yes, sir. And I will say thank you for at least shining that brilliant spotlight. We are actually venturing mostly with the marketing now. So we are into the marketing. We have Magdalene also helping us with the publicity, Truth FM. And
I
then
will
we
try
are,
it there. Don't worry.
A
We're
small
working on it.
millionaire,
yeah, we
wow,
are working on
We
it.
are
We
studying
Madeline,
are
a
we
right
small
are
now.
we are
millionaire.
expanding. We are expanding. And within time, you are going to see us all over the country
Yeah.
at the various embassies, the internet. We are going to be all across the country.
But
It's
Working
just a
Farms
matter.
got
We have
Facebook.
our website and the Facebook account. You can
Yeah.
find us on Facebook with Wookie Farms, and our website is wookiefarmslib.com. Our email address, hello@wookiefarmlib.com. We are located at Carisburg on the Kakasa
Perfect.
Highway.
Just I can drive from red light to there 50 minutes.
Let's just
Other
say,
slow drivers will take
yeah.
20 minutes there.
I, I just
So,
want to add.
so
I just want to add. I'm not going to. I just want to add to what Josh was just saying.
Okay.
And he's saying this because he has had the experience of being a consul general in Minnesota. So, and we actually shared almost the same office. The suite was just on the other side of the building. So we have a lot of people coming in here to obtain visas, and just having the brochures, just your brochure being placed. I understand that you're now telling us what to do, but not everybody's on social media every time. But having your brochures just placed in these offices, if you print those brochures, and I know they do great work with great print work in Liberia, If you just print those brochures and connect with the foreign authorities and other stuff, just to place these brochures in these offices when people go to get their visas. We have like tons of people flowing in these offices here, but there's no information. And even for Liberians that are going back, Liberians don't really know where to go. The only place name we hear every time will be Calabash because everybody goes to Calabash. But we have all of these other entertainment areas and all of these recreational areas that you are not aware of. So you might have people living from here with their families. A lot of people, and I hear that a lot of time. A lot of people live with their families and they get to Liberia. They don't really know where to go. There's no real guidance like, hey, this is where you need to get this service. This is where you need to do, for you, for especially for your business that into most of this tourist entertainment thing. I think you need to reach out there in these offices for people who will not be able to get your information through social media. And I don't want to take all of the time, but I just want to circle around this whole concept of customer relationship and retention, because I think that's where the greater population, as the listening audience is watching out to. What can we get from this conversation today? Yes, we have these great companies coming up, but how do we use these ideas to benefit us who are, smaller businesses right in and around Monrovia or in and around the country? What can we do from the customer retention perspective to be able to keep these customers and advance our own businesses? So I don't know if that conversation has already been held while I was not part of the show, but I would like to circle around. I would just like the conversation to circle around how all of these great...
You can take like 1 minute, 30 seconds to do that before we take phone calls.
How all of these great businesses that we're having the digital business, we're having the entertainment business, but for the little guy who's out there selling maybe a lady who got her beauty salon shop, what can she do to be able to retain her clients? What sort of value can we show them, or can we explain and tell them like, hey, yes, we are trying ourselves to build our businesses up, but these are ideas that you can benefit from as well, so that you too can grow your business within your environment and within your own cycle, or within your own niche. So I would want to express one thing first is the quality of service that you provide. See, if you are going to retain clients, you do not retain clients after the service. You retain clients before the service. So you got to be very intentional, very conscious, very purposeful about how you're going to maintain, how you be able to retain the clients. When a client comes to you for the first time, there's a level of expectation that they have. If you do not meet that level of expectation, it doesn't matter what you do after the process, after the sale, you may not likely get them back. So for smaller businesses, you may want to focus more on the quality of your service and be very honest and genuine, and make sure that if you are a hair producer or if you are hair service stylist, whatever the case is, give the best service to your clients while you have them in your presence. Because when they leave, is that experience that makes them to come back, or is that experience that makes them to recommend other people to you? I'm sure other people might have other ideas here, so I'm going to stop right here and then just give the other business tycoons opportunity to share on that as well too.
Okay, but we're about to take calls now. I think yes. Thank you so much, Mr. Tom Tama. And I actually wanted you guys to start earlier today, because I knew greatly. I mean, you guys were coming on. I sent a link. And I said, oh, where are the people? But I mean, the show is really good today. And I hope that we continue to do this, because not everyone, we have the silent listeners. Not everybody will have the time to call, but they follow religiously. And we got them on all of different platforms. For the business show, the other one, we have them. So you are actually providing our education, and we want to say thank you so much to every one of you. So the number to call is 0777285961. Just I mean less than 1 minute. We out of time. 0777728591. 0777285961. If you got any concern, you got any question, yes, let's do that quickly. And if not, we can go back to our panelists as we take more tips on customer relations and retention. Yeah. So I think yes. Yeah, that's it.
I was about asking a question. Yep, I was about asking a question to our Sigma brothers. I heard you've tried you out of Monrovia. You're working extensively, outside of Monrovia. And my concern has been in terms of the quality of the internet service.
You just having a meeting?
You're not sort of in my office.
Because I know the further away you go, I don't know if there are masts in those other counties that are far away from Monrovia that are helping to boost the strength of your internet service, because it's all about the strength of the internet service, and that will cause it to be fast or slow, and you just hang in there. Are you getting any feedback from those students and those subscribers to your service about the quality of the service they're receiving in those counties?
So actually, it's in reverse.
No,
We
it's,
get
it's
better
I feel like it's
service.
on, but yeah, we do a lot of because the school net program is mostly a new program. We do a lot of testing. Like I said, the only way we can succeed in this business is to listen to the customer.
Mhm.
One of the things that we've strive to do is to ensure that our quality of service, one, but customer service is key. So the issue of us not listening to our customer will take us out of business fast. Liberians don't have tolerance for a lot of things nowadays, especially when it comes to technology. And
Okay.
so, the person you trust is the person you go to. And sometimes they've been in business with some people so long they don't want to switch. And then when they switch and have a bad experience and they're gone. And one of the things that destroy Liberian business is word of mouth. It's not by advertising. One person tell another person and tell another person, and that's it. But like you indicated in the beginning, just because there's no competition, there's not real competition, people are stuck with what they have. What we bring into the market now is you don't have to be stuck with what you have. There are other vendors out there. If you feel you're not getting the best service from this vendor, move to another vendor. We're not tied. You're not tied into one vendor. And so
Okay.
with one of the things that we are looking at, Starlink coming to Liberia, I think we're well positioned as a company to work with that a group of with that company to provide Liberians with the kind of a service that they need. What we want to do is to give Liberians the opportunity to have access to the resources that they need to do what they want to do as it relates to technology, and that's
Yeah,
what.
Okay.
I think because you
So
went away a little bit, you didn't really understand the question. I was
but
concerned about what you were providing, given that the farther away the county is, the less facilities they have
so,
to boost. In
very simple. We actually out of time.
No, what
Maybe
happened
we
is
can
we do
reschedule
have,
that
like I
one
said, we
because we're
ask our,
closing
our
down.
partners to tailor things to Liberia. We do have, when it relates to our satellite, we have 2 satellite pointed to Liberia, just for Liberia. So we work hard to get that happening. Before it was not pointed to Liberia. So internet was kind of difficult. Now we have 2 satellite beaming directly into Liberia. And so
Okay.
our service has improved. We've like I said, we can put internet into Walgizi. We can put internet into Manima. We can put internet under the water, wherever you are. If you want internet, we can provide it.
Thank you,
That's,
Okay.
Mr. Josh.
yeah.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Jackson George. Oh my God. I
So it's
wish
just two
we
of us, huh? My man, I left you with a show. Then you say you're talking all that kind of thing.
You ran away from me, my man.
so
I mean, I
let
had a
me
lot of
let me
work to
just
do. I
let me
stayed in
just say
Liberia
it
for
one
4
time.
months, and I
Let me
came
just
back.
say
But
it
when I
one
get
time.
back to Liberia, I will be on the show. I think
Mommy, I'm going to leave
apart
you.
from the internet
If I
business,
start talking before I can hear you.
I'm trying to see how we own a liquor store in the States. We're trying to see how we can bring genuine liquor to Liberia outside of most of the fake liquor on the market. We want to give Liberia authentic product.
Mr. Josh, let's keep it to the internet. We want what people boosting.
I know, but I agree with you. We don't want them
All
boozing.
right. Yeah,
So I
thank you for
agree. Let's
coming
give it to the
on.
internet.
Yeah, yeah, thank you for coming on.
Other
Mr.
than that,
Jackson,
what else?
very simple. Please be informed now.
But
I
I
send
think
a
Tom was
proposal for
talking
the show to
about
Mr. Jackson George.
the customer
Mommy,
service
let
in
me
Liberia.
boy,
We
yeah,
all
you.
have had
Jackson,
bad
I think we're
experiences with
done.
customer service, and I
Eh?
think we
I don't
who
think
own
Jackson can
businesses,
hear
we
us.
have to do a lot of training of our
I'm
employees to
hearing you.
understand that the paycheck come from that. And if they improve customer service with more clients coming through our doors, the paycheck will increase.
Okay.
So we have to tie the
Is that
success
something you
of our
getting me?
companies to
Yeah, I'm
each and
getting you.
every
I'm here.
employee.
Oh, wait, but I
You
see
know,
Josh hearing me. I like hearing me. What make you drop it like that? Anytime you go, I say we all the time, and you acting like you're not hearing me. Give me, I swear. So yeah, thank you
so
for
I
the
see you, my
comment.
man. I think the program is over.
Yeah, but yes, let me give you 30 seconds each to do your parting comment. Just 30 seconds, I'm begging. Please, we out of time and we in another program. So just so you inform me all, I've already sent the proposal to Mr. Jackson George. And yes, so he already in his care now. You see, he already gone. So 30
All right.
seconds each. Yeah,
My
30
my
seconds
my,
each.
my parting comment will be to Wookiees Farms. I heard Brother Tamba talk about, what happened in Minnesota, people coming in and out. Yes, that is going to drop because of the passage of the dual citizenship and the rectification. So I'm sure most of those Liberians that used to go for visa and other stuff, they might be traveling with a passport. And to Mr. Jackson George point, when I come to Liberia through the airport, I'm already exhausted from how many hours of flight. I don't have time looking around for flyers. So the
Okay.
best thing to do, go on most of those travel advisory. Anytime I want to come to Liberia, the first place people visit is the travel advisories. We want to know what's out there. Get on YouTube, short YouTube channel. I know almost everything there just
Okay.
from YouTube, just from travel advisory. So yeah, use some of those facilities.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Great
sir.
show.
Thank you, Felix.
Yeah. So in Africa, a phone is not just a phone. In Africa, a phone is a bank, a shop, TV, and access to government services. Okay. It is a source of life to millions of people in Africa. And the primary way that
He's
African people
gone.
use, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. The primary way that Africans use the internet, about 75%.
Okay, so part I would say, like I previously stated, visit Wookie Farms and experience nature at its higher peak. And before I leave the studio, if I can have few seconds, okay, if I can have few seconds, I would just like to shine like 30 seconds on. She mentioned me about Wookie's Farm, but that is not the only business that I manage. And we also have the Shaita flowers and vaults. I know it's something that most of us don't like to talk about when it comes to things that has to do with burials and death. But this to the general public, y'all please be informed that.
Yeah.
Go ahead. We're hearing you.
How much?
Diamond, go ahead. We are hearing you.
I'm out.
We are hearing you, Diamond. Go ahead.
Okay, as I was saying, let me just shine a little light on our other business, which happens to be the Shaita flowers and vault. I know it's one of the things we Liberians or everyone around the world don't like to talk about as long as it surrounds death. But we have one of the best cemetery and upcoming largest funeral homes.
Go ahead, Diamond. We're hearing you.
Well, I think I have to leave. I have another appointment coming up.